Hello, my fellow gaming tankers. We are back with another World Tanks Modern Armor video, which means let's begin with the Wargaming prayer. Dear Team Jeebus, grant me the strength to accept the things I cannot change, for Wargaming make the rules, and Wargaming breaketh the rules. Now, we're discussing, actually we're not discussing, this is going to be a very brief summary of the rebalanced Cold War Chinese tanks. Not all of them, because only some of them got buffs, very few nerfs. And obviously I will be focusing on the MBTs because that's really all that matters, because the light tanks in AR1, they got buffs, so they're good. The Type 63-1, excellent light tank. The follow-ups, if you play them like lightly armored mediums, you'll be fine. It can be quite fun, really enjoyable. The mediums that can get buffed, AR2, the mediums that were there, they are really solid support tanks. Slow. Even though their hull and turret rotation speeds have been increased, they still feel sluggish compared to other mediums. But compared to their previous state, they feel slightly better. And that's the motif for this whole thing, really, slightly better. Era 3 mediums, I have been shifting them all towards stealth and true support tanks from afar. Why not? You have 605 millimeters of penetration on 105 millimeter boom snout, so go for it. Only 400, over 400 alpha, but penetration values are weird in Era 2. I've been doing everything I can to reduce their concealment because the detected tank is a dead tank, and it helps. Don't get detected, don't get spotted, you don't get shot at. And if you can keep your distance and know where to shoot, great. Also in the motif of it helps to be on the winning team, really does start applying to the Chinese tanks here. Oh yeah, like and subscribe if you like all this, and I'm hoping to get to 200 subs by Christmas, so please be my Santa and give me my 200 subs. I've been a good boy, I swear. Now, we're in the Type 85-M here because this was a match I was absolutely surprised I survived. The Type 85-2M is an entry level. Era 1 has 590 millimeters standard pen on the standard round, which is great. That's pretty good. And you have some of the best alpha in Era 3. That's about it. The buffs are better. We're starting to see the discussion of armor paneling. Which it only relates to ATGM, HE, and heat. Those were improved, so yay. You are slightly better protected against ATGMs in certain areas of your hull and turret. Except ATGMs aren't the problem in Era 3. It's high caliber guns. Boom snouts. Sorry, YouTube. By that I mean basically anything that's 120 up that can do has over 600 penetration. I guess it also applies to a lot of mediums. Yeah. Oh, and a premium ammo, of course, which usually tops out, well, the Chinese, because it's the gun. The boom snout's title changes, but it's the same penetration, and you get slightly better reload and accuracy as you progress. That's where you start going. It's like, you don't feel like you're getting better as you progress. Yeah. For these MBTs, they're your support. You don't want to be up close. Oh yeah, did I mention that they also increase the burn rate? You get health. That was also buffed. Health. But in relation to all other MBTs, and some mediums, the Chinese MBTs, you feel, if you've played these tanks before, slightly better than you were before. But it's not comparable to other MBTs because your armor was sucked to begin with. The Type 85-3 actually does have some ERA armor on the turret and hull, and you can feel that because you can be surprised how much you bounce. I have no idea. Luck played a huge key in how I survived all this, okay? This match was a fluke. I don't usually experience this with the Type 85-2M. I'm just posting this for posterity's sake. So yeah, these rebalanced, buffed Chinese MBTs are still relegated to being support tanks, which doesn't really work in Era 3 because of how so many MBTs, and now with like the Dragula and the Osario, and yep, the Magok 7C, the M60AAX, if I remember that right, yeah, there's a lot of more assault-based tanks. A lot of armor, a lot of speed, and a hell of a lot of penetration, especially with like the Object 292, the Malot, and the Belka that was just over there. Yeah, it's not AT gems we worry about Era 3. It's a lot of high penetration boom snouts. Yeah. So, thank you, World of Tanks Mod Armor, for making basically the hull and turrets turn faster. But these MBTs still ain't nimble, and there is no way they're jack be quick. So I have, unfortunately, still been like, I thought my turn radius was tighter. It wasn't. Gone off a few edges here and there. Yeah. So if you haven't played any of the Chinese MBTs, you know what? Play Arrow 1. That's fun. You can have fun. But as you progress, you might want to have a fully skilled commander too. As to how you want to equip these tanks and commander, I'm struggling on that part because it feels like every time you pick a direction with these tanks, you will be sacrificing another aspect of, well, gun handling, boomstone handling, speed, armor. Yeah, I wouldn't focus on armor. There isn't any to begin with. So, definitely, if you are looking to complete the tech tree line, I can obviously see you want to leave this for last. Or if you want to have fun, maybe not touching them. If you have the skill and patience, yeah. Unfortunately, though, even with these rebalanced, these tanks are still kind of just going to end up being played by a lot of bots. So, that's all I have to say about these rebalanced Chinese MBTs. Okay, the Type 85-3 is still my favorite. It has armor. So, that's all I have to say is they at least now all of the current or previous to the Type or the T80s Eastern Alliance have been buffed. So, thank you, World of Tanks Mod Armor, for that. Best suggestion for how to play the Chinese MBTs is be on the winning team. It really does help. So with that said, hope you keep your tracks on the ground. The RNG's in your favor. And I'll see you next time with another video that actually will just be as dour. Oh, see you then. Bye.